Can you guys hear me all right? Because I can't see my signal strength right now. And we're supposed to get thunderstorms, so hopefully they hold off. Hey, Sunfish King, how you doing? Yeah, we're back up in the trout pond. We were gonna go back to the walleye one, but with it supposed to be possible severe thunderstorms, I really didn't feel like going back there. We're a little bit closer walk to the car. Hey, Stuart. What the baby one? Last little baby one in there.
Oh, good thing we got worms. Good thing we got worms. These were both empty.
Well, what do we use? We fished them like 3 times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we catch some perch today, I'm keeping them. I don't care how big, so long as they're bigger than a minnow size, we'll be good.
So bigger than the one you caught yesterday.
Yeah, about the size of yours yesterday.
It's gonna storm, so let's go stand on the middle.
Yeah, it is. This one is the back, or not the back pond, but there. I should have started my live when we came in. The lower pond has sunfish, smallmouth bass, and perch. This one they keep stocked with all different trout. But to keep a trout out of here, they have to be 10 inches. If we catch enough, yeah. Um, then the one that's like back there, way back there by the trees, that's the walleye one. But like I said, we're supposed to have. Well, yeah, that's what's nice. It's out, you know, within walking distance. And this is actually the town reservoir, so I'm surprised, they still let Hey, 217, what's going on? I'm still surprised they let people fish for the simple fact that it is a water reservoir. Um, Another one we used to be able to fish at is Angleville Pond, which had like a bunch of trout, like big trout we used to catch out of there. But then I think the reason why they changed it is because everybody, wouldn't carry their stuff out and they'd leave a big mess. But we got some lots of geese company on this pond today. Yesterday they were on the lower one. Hey, squirrel. But figured we tried to beat the rain. So this time I came prepared. Tripod, umbrella, phone chargers, bug spray if we need it. I got my sunblock, but I'm partially under the umbrella, so. Yeah, I just come back from I was on my way home from the doctor, and I messaged Jamie. I'm like, "Want to go fishing?" She's like, "Yeah." So figured we'd do a live, go fishing for a little while. Then we got to go do laundry. Awesome, Steven. Awesome. What? At least with the overcast right now, it's not as hot as it was yesterday. That sun was brutal. And of course, yesterday I wasn't prepared, so I didn't have my umbrella. I should have put a steel leader on yesterday and caught that snapping turtle. Yes. Yep. Jamie's standing out on the walkway. Yep. Where she is where the the pumps suck the water down to feed it out. So the pump's running right now. If it sounds like if you can hear that like noise. What's up, Rich? Just using night crawlers.
Nice. If you want to, you can keep me in the back rooms or back row back and solo yourself out there with the fishing. I can help you with comments and stuff, like you did for me the other night. There you
Okay.
go.
Sounds
This
good.
way. This way you won't lose viewers when they see me on your panel.
I'm not going to lose viewers because you're up there.
Support and incognito.
Jamie can catch all the fish. I'll just sit here and hold down the ground.
Yeah. So
But yeah, there's a nice sized snapping turtle in the first pond. I think that one's called Dow Pond.
now,
I should have put steel leader on, and he was good size for soup. Of course, then I'd have to find a YouTube video on how to clean a turtle properly because I know you can get salmonella and stuff in them
Yeah.
if they're not done right.
Just trying to get the chat up here from YouTube side of things. And then we'll be alright.
No, I just using my cheapo push button Zebco pull for in here. I use my open face one because that one we got at Bass Pro. I think I had them put 10-pound line on those, so when we go to the river, that's normally what we fish with.
Now, is that another fella just fishing on the end of the bank, on the end of the dock there?
No, that's my girlfriend.
I was gonna say it was either I didn't want to assume it was Jamie. Jamie's her name, correct?
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now what is she? She looks like she's casting. Like, is she using a lure or something off the end there?
She's using she has this like really short open face pole
Yep.
and she's just got a night crawler on her.
Okay.
That's what she caught that perch on yesterday. Well, we both caught the perch on yesterday, but we were here 2 hours before we caught anything. We had bites, just nothing
Now
hard enough to even hook it.
the water looks really clear.
It is.
It
It's
looks
super
really
clear.
clear. What kind of fishing line are you using out there right now? Do you know?
Um, I think these come with because this is just a Walmart Zebco, so I think they come with like 6 or 8 pound test line on them. I think
Okay.
just whatever comes on. I haven't I gotta reline them
Well,
because you.
sometimes the line that's on the reel is okay, but like a little tippet of fluorocarbon or something, if they get picky and when the water's clear like that, you might find the trout might be a bit more subjectable to hitting. But it looks like a
I mean, I
beautiful place, Tasha. Oh, there
trout
she goes.
lures.
Yeah, worms are good though. They work. You seen me? I catch lots of fish on worms. I love using them, especially through the rainbow run and the salmon run. Oh, I'm back on the panel.
Yeah, I don't know.
It drops you a little bit from here and there, and then it'll reset the
There we
settings.
go.
It's okay.
Well, this place actually, being it's so wide open, would be a good place to actually learn how to fly fish
Yep.
because there's no trees like around where you're gonna hook anything besides grass. Hey, Myra.
I was gonna say buying space is high, Tasha. Strike Force 4 uses. Hey, Rich, how's it going? Welcome everybody.
Yeah, Striker Force. That's Stephen Batten. That's his new channel. And
Nice,
then buying space is Myra.
nice.
Yesterday we fished on the other side of this pond when I wasn't prepared. I need to start leaving the stuff in my car so then I ain't got to worry about it.
That's I do that. I I used to when I was younger. I get so excited the night before. I would pack all this stuff up and double check, triple check. Now I'm lucky if I can get enough sleep before the night I'm going fishing. So
Yeah.
I tend to keep it all in one little area, one little box and stuff, and then I go, okay, if I'm going bass fishing or where's my trying to change my reverb off. Check. There we go. It should help. But if I'm bass fishing, I take my bass box, and same thing applies. Just trying to find out where this reverb's. There we go. Goodbye, reverb. There we go.
Ugh. But
That'll be a
hopefully the
little
rain
better.
holds it out for a while. Because they're talking possible severe thunderstorms with hail.
Yeah, I
Definitely don't want
noticed.
to be sitting out in the lightning when it's wide open like this.
No, I noticed Sunfish King saying he got rained out this morning there, unfortunately. So, but he did manage to get on some bass and some fish. Usually before a storm, either before or after a storm, you tend to get some activity. Just depends on the, well, for me, I mean, superstitious or not, but the barometric pressure sometimes can make a big play. Just drastic changes in the pressure in the water and the air can make a big difference within the last hour of.
Well, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, um, by the walkway there, it's super weedy. So that's where she caught the perch, but on the one that's over further.
Ah,
And she had a sunfish biting. Hey, Pops.
well,
But yeah,
Stuart.
there's a bunch of different weeds in here.
Stuart wants to know, Tasha, what method are you using?
Me, I just cast it out and leave it there.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there for a while, reel it back in, cast it out.
A buddy of mine was putting me onto something. I haven't used them in years, but they're glow in the dark or floating jig heads, and they look like a jig head and everything, but there's a styrofoam ball kind of thing at the end, all painted like a jig head. But
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so he's starting to get me. He's saying to try them out. He said they work great for salmon for bottom bouncing with dew worms and stuff like that. So I'm, usually just put like a little floating something or whatever just to bring the bait up. But I guess the floating jig head will bring the bait directly up. There'll be no, you know, weight below it or hook above the weight or anything like that. It'll
Yeah,
be.
that's the little trout kit I have, and it's
Oh, let's
got
see
these.
that. They look good.
They got. Hang on, trying to find my camera. They got little tiny jigs in the bottom, and then all these like
Yep.
different colored rubber. They look like maggots almost.
Oh, they're great. They're like little pink worms. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's pink,
Stuart,
fluorescent yellow and orange, white, black and a dark green, and then a lighter green and a little bit darker green. I tried them when we went to the. There's an actual trout pond that I want to go back to and see if I can do a live. It's called Basswood Pond. And you can catch trout in there. There's bass in there, sunfish. I have a bag of trout in my freezer that we caught from there.
Stuart saying, Rich, what fish do you fish for? I fish for every Canadian game fish that's available. But I do specialize and target on rainbow trout, big rainbow trout, like big, big lake rainbow trout, and salmon. And then through the summer, I go from carp, bass, pike, perch, carp, bass, pike, perch until we get either the rainbow run or the salmon run. And then I ice fish for the rainbows through the ice in the winter down on Lake Ontario.
Well, catch it.
Get 'em. Let's see. I might have. Oh no, you can't do it here. That's right.
I don't
Um,
know. I can't hear at my right ear, so
you can't.
when. No, I just had ear surgery in June, and I went to my primary doctor today for the follow up for my pneumonia. And my right jaw is swollen, and my ear hurts. So I had her check it, and there's blood in my ear, and my eardrum and everything's inflamed. So I called the doc my ENT, my ears, nose, and throat specialist, to let her know what was going on. My primary put me back on antibiotics, so this is the fourth round since June, May.
Wow.
Fourth round since May.
Oh man. Yeah. It's going to come sooner or later, I imagine. I'm going to have to go into that. I'm the big 4-0 now, so I haven't went in and gotten an exam or a look at in years. I'm telling you, years. Like, we're going on over 10 years. Have I gotten anything where, they check to see the condition of my body? But that hernia was enough to scare and slow me down, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, definite.
Yeah. So, Stuart says, I got the perfect flies for you up there for the use of trout. Well, here's the thing. I have another fellow of mine, a friend of mine, who also sends flies to me. He's from the UK. He's a great fella, Rich and Leo Angling UK. And he sent me a bunch of flies. I enter a trout derby every year, a big, massive trout derby every year. And last year I caught flies, or caught trout on his flies. But one of the problems was matching the hatch. Depending on where you are and where your hatch might be and what's going on there, we found little tiny mayflies or like black and redhead, like they look like little larvae flies. The small little tiny flies seem to work really well.
Babe, you know you could try one of these shrimp or the shrimp salmon eggs
Oh yeah, oh yeah, panfish and stuff like that. They'll eat that
for,
right up.
huh? All right.
What I would do with that is I would slide the salmon egg right up, like you put it on your hook. Just put one on, bring it up your hook, and then just slide it up slowly over the top of your eye, so it'll sit there. Then put a dew worm underneath it.
Oh,
Now you,
yeah,
now you,
that's a good idea.
yeah, now you got that scent of that egg. For a preference of a scent that will go a lot further than the scent of a worm, and it's dispersing this little bit of oil around the worm area. So the scent will bring them in. The worm visual will put them in. They'll hit the worm. It's kind of. I used to do that with salmon a lot. Put something heavy, stinky cheese or something on the end of her, and then put a dew worm down there. It'd work. But yeah, Stuart, man, like I said, give me an email. No problem, buddy. I appreciate you showing an interest and wanting to send some flies over. People, here's the thing. I do fly fishing too, but a lot of people put flies under a float too. So if you know fishermen or trout fishermen out there that you're connected to that do the float fishing as well, I'm sure they would love like willy buggers, stuff like that. Willy bugger flies work really well for salmon and trout. I noticed you tied willy buggers on your channel there.
What's up, Wayne?
Custom screen printing in the house. How you doing, Wayne?
Babe, Rich said to slide the egg up your hook to right above the eye of the hook and then your worm below it.
Yeah. Just versatility, little scent.
He said because it might, with the sun of the egg above your worm. I see him swimming around here. I don't know if it's trout or the perch.
Had a notification. It said it was going to rain in 16 minutes, and then shortly, like a minute after that, then it said 11.
That's all right. You have a little thing. Is it calling for heavy rain?
Severe thunderstorms.
Severe thunderstorms.
This is going to be an awesome live.
Yeah, especially me sitting under an umbrella right now.
Excuse me. Yep. Well, one thing I like to look at when I'm looking at the thunderstorms is I'll look at the radar, and I get real close in to where the dot is on when they give you the radar option, especially the first couple hours leading into the storm. And I'll look and see the edge of it and see where it's hitting us. Like is it an edge of the storm? Is it the core? You can see the different colors, stuff like this. And then the other thing I look on top of that is the amount of rain in the time that I'm fishing. So if I'm fishing for 6 hours and I'm only seeing zero point 0.1 or 1.2 millimeters of rain, that's a dusting. You know what I'm saying? But if you see 3
Yeah.
millimeters within 4 hours, that's a consistent rain. you're not going to find any dry time through that. You know what I mean? That's consistent little pouring. So those are kind of things because I love fishing into storms.
You know,
I
I should
really
have
do.
brought the wipes.
I really do.
So I took my sinkers off now.
Yeah, Stuart says I know the flies in the method you mean. Yep, for sure. Yeah, I checked you out, man. You definitely know what you're doing. You got a good knack for tying flies. I used to tie flies when I was younger. I was in children's aid home, group homes, and they put me on it. One of the people that were parenting me, one of the foster parents, was a fly fisherman in Cambridge, Ontario, and he used to fly fish for garpike. And so he gave me a starter base vise desk fly tying kit. And I was just young, 13, maybe younger, and I'd run around everywhere. Every feather I found on the ground, every little mince of something that could be tied on a fly, I was collecting it in little bags and stuff and putting it in my pocket. So I really appreciate fly tying and then of course catching one on it. Like it's an accomplishment and a half to be able to trick a fish with your own fly. So I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out with us.
Well, just in case if I end quick, you know why. It's because torrential rain.
Yep. Yep.
You got him?
I told you this is the last half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever, before something comes. You're gonna see some fish activity.
Trout? Well, bring him over here so I can see him. I can't
Solo.
see way the heck over there.
Can you solo yourself again? Try it. Sorry. There you go. It's nice there. Like even me, I'm like, I gotta look at myself. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. What
Small
you got,
bass.
Jamie?
Small bass.
Oh, nice. Is it a smallmouth?
Yeah,
Looks like a
that's all that's
smallmouth.
in your smallmouth.
Smallmouth?
I don't think he's 12 inches.
No.
I can step on him and make him longer.
Well, you can measure him if you want, but I don't think he's 12.
Oh. Yeah, it won't let. For some reason, it keeps jumping down off the stream here. That's a nice little fish. Hold a little closer, Jamie. Yeah, there's a nice little smallmouth. Nice catch.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you seriously gonna measure him right now?
Sure.
No. 8.5.
8.5. 8.5 inches.
Nice. That's enough
Well,
to
there you
make
go.
any. That's enough to make any lady fisherman happy.
Oh, hey, so long as we catch at least one fish, it's not a skunk, so I'm happy. Well, there you go. You better do that again.
2 eggs and a worm.
Well, bring the eggs
Ah,
and the
see?
worms down there so you
So
ain't
the
got to
eggs-
walk all the way back here.
Well, if
So
I
that-
catch another fish, you're gonna make me walk down here anyway.
Well, that's different.
So the egg and the worm trick worked, right?
Yeah,
Ah, there you go.
soon as she threw it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's like a lure being painted really bright with all these different colors and stuff and coming through a clear water. They'll see from far, and then as they get closer, it's almost instinctual that they're going to attack it. So when you can cover all those elements, you got a pretty good shot at it. It's funny, salmon eggs, the way they work, it just depends. Do you know what the flavor is? Are they garlic? If they're the pink
Shrimp.
ones, I'm assuming. Oh, shrimp. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Well, shrimp will work for anything.
Yeah, I got to get some more.
Yeah.
Because mostly half the places we go, it's either trout or bass. But my favorite lake we haven't been up to see if I can actually do a live because there we got to go out in the rowboat. But Glimmer Glass, you can nail fish all day long there. Big sunfish, rock bass, big perch. The one day when I was with my ex-husband, it was my ex-husband and my son. Oh, there goes one, just jumped out of the water. Um, we probably caught like over 100 fish
Wow.
in probably like 2 hours.
That's crazy. I'm gonna get the chat up here. My computer's struggling to keep both windows going. There we go. There we go. Here, fishy fishies. I got these new guitar strings that I brought in. I gotta find it and string them up. See what happens. See how they sound. Judy got them.
Yeah, I've
Legendary
been
tone.
looking at guitars on Facebook Marketplace because I'd like to reteach myself how to play. I haven't played since uh, probably 15, and my mom and dad had bought me a 4 or 5 string bass guitar, but they wouldn't buy me an amp.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know if it actually sounds the way it's supposed to sound? I said, if I can't,
Yeah.
hear it through an amp.
Yep.
And they're like, well, if we got you an amp, you'd have to run a lead cord and go out in the woods. Because back then, I mean, we had a tiny garage, but
Oh man, so hilarious. Doesn't matter how close down I shave this beard of mine. You'll see the side of it. There's a gray going in right here, and it just won't. I'm wondering if it's time to shave it off. Just won't stop. Just gets bigger and bigger. You see all that gray? Look at that wisdom.
well, that happens,
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does.
unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. It sure does.
I've had gray hair since I was 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. The clouds look really low. And by the way, I wanted to say, very, very cool idea with the whole picture in the background. Now, that's the pond, isn't it? Right there. That's
No,
where you're.
actually, the picture that's behind us is actually Rockwood Lake. The last
Oh,
time I did a
would have fooled me.
fishing live, we were on Rockwood.
Yeah, you fooled
But
me.
before we leave here, I'm gonna take some pictures of the ponds so I can
I,
use them when we're here.
I think it's a great idea. Like, I thought that's what I was looking at was a more closer zoomed in shot of the bank on the other side. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it looks similar from because we were standing on the shore, so
Air
like the clump
guns.
of trees behind actually looks like the mountains here.
Welcome in, air guns.
What'd you catch now? A what? Oh, sunfish.
See, she's hammering it. It reminds me of,
Well,
see,
I
I
couldn't
don't
make
know
you walk
why.
that over here.
I don't know what it is and why it happens this way, but it seems like the streamer gets outfished by the one that's not on the camera. If you know what I'm saying. Like Judy
Oh yeah.
creams me. Judy creams me. Creams me when it comes to the amount of fish that she'll catch during a stream, and it's just it's funny. I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one. I feel for you, Tasha.
Hey, I don't care who catches them so long as somebody's catching them. I'll
Yeah.
sit here in my line in the water and whatever. How you doing? How you feeling, Elliot? But yeah, the clouds are low. I'm hoping it just blows past us because normally it does.
Well, it's too bad. I wish I. Now, do you have the Nightbot set up to do the weather on your chat?
Yes, but you have to type snow and then your location because for whatever reason, if you type weather and then the location, my Nightbot doesn't work.
Okay. I got a lot of work to do with this Nightbot. I just relearning it, and yeah, I see. I notice it does it for you, but I want it to do that automatic ticker. I'm not sure if it's a ticker. Yeah, I want it to be an automatic ticker that goes off for
Oh, the
the
timers.
for channel members and people that have helped and supported the channel. So like it'll be a random list, but yeah, I want to have them come down and do that so that like people don't have to feel like obligated to you know how it goes, right? I just want it
Oh
to
yeah,
automatically
all
do
you
it,
gotta
right?
do with the Nightbot is when you go in there, you click on the little clock, which is the timers,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
bring
then
it
you
up.
can put everybody's chant. That's how I have yours in there. Judy's in there, Wayne's, Matthews, just as a timer to drop. You can do them like back to back, and they'll just keep dropping. Cause mine are set at like 5, 7, and 8 minutes.
Yeah, mine's well, yeah, depending. Mine's set. I have one for 7 minutes, one for 15, and one for 12. So 7, 12, and 15. But I'm trying to figure out the whole lines thing. I have them all set at 10 line, 10 line, 10 lines. So that way, if like there's no chat going on, it's not Nightbot just going back to back to back. But um, I like I said, I'm just figuring it out, right? I don't I had I think it was Devil Dog set it up for me at one point with some basic things and then I can't remember what it was, but there was a rumor going around that Nightbot might not be continuing and all this such. So I
Yeah, I heard that too. Something about because
I
it's
heard
a
Ron.
free service, so somebody was talking about them like wanting to start charging to use Nightbot.
Yeah, yeah, that's what there was that and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I tried to lean away from it for a little while just to see what would happen, and well, such as such. Still very much active and still very much proactive when it comes to live streaming. So I'm definitely down to use it. Gonna try it out. So you're right directly on the bottom then? You're just laying it on the bottom with the worm?
Yeah, I just snapped my line in a weed though. It's super weedy over here.
Ah. Now, do you have a float? Do you have a
Oh yeah,
bobber?
I got bobbers and stuff.
I'm just trying to figure. I thought that was your. I don't. Maybe it's my computer screen. Hold on, I better check. I thought I seen like a bobber sitting out there, not too far out, but I think it's just a reflection off the water. I thought that was super neat. I don't know how to. If I could do it, I had to, find to do it. I would. When I was at the trout derby, there was a few times where the phone now would actually focus in and could see my night float, and I could see it floating on the top of the water, and the current would bring it slowly across the screen and out of picture, and I thought, boy, is that ever super neat. Like, if there is a way that, I could get these bobbers to light up really good, now the audience can pretty much see how it's all going to go down right from the fact of the float going down. Because there's so many trending videos that people have out there that are bobber down, bobber this, down, down, bobber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I was like, man, my head started pondering on, like, how can I make it bright enough that the audience can see these floats without spooking the fish? Because we're not allowed to use a light for the purpose of sight fishing um, while actively fishing. So, like, I can't have a rod in my hand and a big headlamp on looking down, the water and fishing into the water. I can't. It's illegal. So, there's certain areas when it comes to lighting up your fishing spot and how you do it that can cause some problems in this area of Canada. Drop me.
Oh, here comes the thunder. As long as the
Yeah.
lightning stays away, I'm alright.
So check this out. This is what I do, Tasha. If you can solo yourself, I'm gonna mute myself, and for just like 5 minutes, see if you can get a capture, of just this scenic area. You have the video on there, and then the thunder. And you never know, you might get a possible, good video clip of something you might use in the future. So anyways, I'm shutting up.
Yeah, it's coming over.
Oh yeah. Looks pretty good. It looks all right though. Looks like you still got some time before something
Yeah, I
crazy
think
does.
it's right on the other side of the mountain right now, so it should be alright. Like I said, thunder, rain, I'm fine with.
Yeah, I love it. It's so cool. A friend of mine, uh, Tim Cole's a pastor and co-founder for Youth for Christ Canada. He was one of the first people to tell me when he saw me and Judy, and we'd fish together and everything. And him and his wife both said, they said a couple that fish together will stay together for life, guaranteed. And I just find it kind of funny how I'm watching and I see Jamie. She reminds me of Judy. She'll just be off gone. Like, I mean, for fishing for her is like she'll go on an adventure. You know what I mean? She's
Oh
going
yeah, that's how
to.
Jake is.
Yeah, yeah, and and then of course it's really cool to see the similarities in those situations because Jamie looks like she's into it, going wherever it takes to catch these fish. You know what I mean?
Pretty
I love
much,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
Hmm. The heck do I want to put on?
Oh, that was a good thunderbolt there. See if we get a follow up.
Way to get some smaller hooks.
Mike Akulian says people who fish are generally happier. That is very true. Pontoon Jody catfishing in the house. Hi, she says hi
Hey,
Tasha and
Jody.
hi Reg.
They're really rumbling now.
Yeah, so I was waiting. I can see it's getting more intense in between. See what happens. Oh, nice. Pontoon says she's gonna have a listen to you while she takes her lunch break. Or lunch nap, I should say. I just finished saying the same. Was in a bingo trivia last night. It was really fun. Great group of people over there. And I was playing racquetball. Remember, I was telling you I was in a tournament. I
Yeah.
was waiting to play this game. Well, I won last night. I won the season 11 first place racquetball tournament, which is a tournament that's all around the whole world. Like, you got to go in. So you got to win 8 games or 9 games. Sorry, 9 games in a row. You can't lose one. And
Wow.
yeah, there's 2 semifinal and final rounds where it's best 2 out of 3, and I won first place with another fella. But I was doing trivia, and while I'm in this tournament, I'm getting further and further into the tournament. I'm like getting excited. This is just after your live, actually, because I was still in the tournament as you ended yours, and I won 60 bucks or 40 bucks last night. I kept putting it back into the bingo. We were playing this bingo game, and so it was crazy. I won the tournament, and then I won 60 bucks Canadian. And we just kept putting it back in. Me and Judy, we kept putting it in to bring up the pot at the end, and just for somebody to win it because the way that it's an awesome idea, but they do bingo, and with the contributions or donations or PayPal, whatever you want to call them, super chats, all these things as they come into the channel, they put it back into these bingo games. And every week, when they'll have this one bingo, certain game, and they'll put the money forth, so nobody ever has to pay for the bingo cards. You don't pay to play, but they give back by sending Amazon or whatever it is. I think it's Amazon cards or possibly it just depends on where you are. But I thought it was a great idea. We had a great time. So I ended up just donating the money back to for next week. But I won the first or the second bingo and the last big pot bingo. I won plus the fishing tournament. I was like, holy man, I got to go get a scratch ticket. I got to go fishing. That's what I got to go do right now. Like I told Judy, I was like, we got to go fishing. This is when you catch a PB when you're this. Rich and Leo in the house says hi, Tasha. Daz Barrett as well. Our good buddy Daz is
Oh,
in the
there goes
house.
the lightning.
Uh-oh.
Right behind me.
Any fin is possible. Says hi as well. I
There you go. There's some nice rumbles.
Yeah. Here, we'll hold off for a sec. We'll see if we can get a good clean one on the. I'll record it for you. So, just out of curiosity, your umbrella, does it have a sponge on the bottom of it and stuff like that? Like, do you have a handle on it and all that? It's not just a
It
metal pole standing in the air, is it?
it has a rubber grommet on the bottom of it.
Okay, you're
That's
good then. You're good. Oh yeah, man. I'm telling you, same with fishing rods. Cork handles and stuff like this. You're holding it. Some of them have this metal or certain things. Now, a lot of them are fiberglass or they went back to, but there's still lots of rods out there where they're just lightning rods. You're just hanging on to these beams.
well,
You know.
my chair has my umbrella is actually hooked to my chair. It's one of those ones that hooks to the chair,
Yep.
and the
Here we
thunder
go.
is literally right over me.
So take a look behind you there. Do you see any clearing or anything, or does it just look darker and darker and nastier?
Hang on, I'll
You
turn you
should
around.
should take a look. Let's see. Because you might be looking for it might be attached. Oh well, is that where the thunder's coming from and it's rolling in from there, or is it
Yeah,
from the left of you there? I noticed it
it's
really dark on the left side of you, or it might be your right. Just depends. Yeah, right over
that's
there. Yeah,
that's the right side towards the mountains.
yeah. That looks a little. That's for sure rain over there. That you can see it falling way over there in the distance. You can see that. You look okay. Now, is the storm coming towards you?
Babe, check the radar and see where that's coming from.
Yeah, I was gonna check the radar for you. I just didn't want you to
My
sound.
zip is one. It's Sprakers, New York. Wow, we're in Cobleskill, New York right now.
It's probably be faster for.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should definitely check. Keep an eye
you
out
don't want to
there.
stand
Let's
out
see.
on the metal anymore.
that
Well, all I caught was the flash behind me.
Oh, I seen it.
was a big one, she says.
Hey, so long as it stays over there, because if it comes this way, I'm jumping in the water.
Now,
Good
how
point.
far are you from the closest? Daz wants to know how the fishing is, but how far are you from the vehicle?
Uh, Probably
Hopefully, not as long as it took you to answer, because you'd be in
about
trouble.
the length of a football field.
That's a good run.
That that's the radar right now, and
Okay,
we're the blue
so
dot.
yeah, so zoom right. Use your two fingers and get in real close. Get in close enough where it doesn't like crazily pixelate out to you, but see if what color is going through your area. Like, is it a dark green, a light green, a red? Let's see.
It's still a little bit away from us right now,
Oh, you just
but
hit me with your
then you
phone.
can see where the lightning strikes are. That's
Oh,
lightning strikes.
there's my honey. I didn't even know you woke up. Okay, so where's the dot? Where are you? Oh, hey, you'll be back.
Hang
There
on.
we go. Hi, CFM Queen. Good morning. I'll make you a coffee in
We're
just
the
a
dot,
second.
so it's getting closer. We're that blue dot on the left side. Well, it's my left.
Can you press the play button? See how there's a little play button on the bottom left of your thing there? Yeah, hit that. Now zoom in. Press your two fingers and zoom in. You're gonna see if that red, because from that distance from far away, you can't. You're going right in between it. There's a little bit of, okay, so use two fingers and zoom in a little bit on your screen.
All
Please
right,
and
hang on, cause I got
please and
fish
spank
eggs
you.
open in my hand.
Okay. Damn, River Boy's in the house.
Oh, that was amazing.
There you go. Now we're gonna see
Spider web.
something happen here.
Yeah, we just seen a spider web lightning over the mountains,
Yeah.
but her phone was in the way here.
Major Stone in the house. How's it going, buddy? Thanks everybody for dropping in.
Ah, now my
Well,
hand's
I
gonna
would say you're
bugger.
definitely in for something, but it does look like for the majority that you're gonna. I seen a little blip, a little hair blip there that was down the center in between the two storms that you're coming in between there. I think that's what you're gonna see
Close in case we
um,
pack up.
hit you there pretty good.
Thanks,
Uh,
Judy.
Thank you for sharing her out. I too as well made a share. Rich and Leo says, Tasha, how is your knee now? How's the knee doing?
Wow, them eggs smell horrid.
Just one sec there. Tasha?
I'm here.
Okay. Rich and Leo was wondering how your knee's been doing.
Well, right now I'm waiting on another bout of chicken comb injections and an appointment with my surgeon. And if these injections don't work, he better be either partially replacing it or fully replacing it because I ain't dealing with it anymore. Because it's to the point I want to cut it off.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to make Judy a quick coffee here. It's like our morning or our
What'd you
get up
say?
routine.
There's like so many weeds right here. Well, that's why I lowered the umbrella down. Well, hopefully it don't pour too quick. Just like I said, if I disappear quick and then broadcast, it's because it's pouring, and I got to put my phone up because it's starting to rain now. Just so everybody knows, so you don't get a shock if I disappear. Hey, Steve. Here comes the rain.
That's what I heard. Rich and Leo says, Daz did amazing yesterday as well. Major raised for another 120 pounds. Wicked. That's awesome, buddy. I was in there and seeing he must have caught at least 13 or so, he was saying.
You know,
Few
I was
carp.
blown in
10 pounds was the biggest, I
the
think.
weeds over there.
Nice. Damn River Boy says I shared you out, Tasha.
Thank you.
Oh, a little rain there, but she came and gone. Look at that. Imagine that. That's all you got. That'd be awesome.
Should have brought my earpiece. Ugh, a
We got
raindrop
our
just went
barrels
in my
of
eye.
milk. Oh, that's a nice one. Just it's hard for me to talk over thunder. I don't know what it is. I just love the sound of it. Like it's one of those mysteries of the world that catch my attention every time. Puts my eye in the sky. Wow. Did I see that? Damn River Boys caught. What did he say? Over 300 pounds of blue cat yesterday.
That's
Woo-wee.
awesome.
I know I seen them in shorts. Definitely, I seen some nice cats being caught over there on his channel, man. He's been slamming out the shorts.
He ate most of his bait.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty funny. Somebody was telling me about shrimp using actual shrimp from the grocery store, and I thought, oh man, it's it's $7, $8 for $10, depending on the size of the dish you're gonna get. But he was, saying really like the actual shrimp right off the platter, just use that and do this marination process for a couple days and stuff. And I thought, man, it wouldn't make it to the fishing spot. I'd already eaten it. There's no way. I'll eat that bait before the fish will see it. That's for sure.
I think I might get a little wet. I don't know because it looks so clear over that way. And then it's coming from Norwich over the mountains.
Well, I can't see the mountain in the background.
I'll be right back.
I almost thought about using a bobber, but the wind is blowing towards me. Well, yeah, when the water's calm. You know we're kind of retarded, right?
Yep.
You want in the ground? Well, that's the only problem if you're fishing with like some shrimp or clams. I'd be eating the bait more than I'd be throwing it in the water.
There we go. sorry. I just had to go make. I didn't have to. I wanted to go make the queen some her coffee.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need to stop the Stewarts on the way home to get coffee.
So
Because if you look
sorry.
that way, that's where it's coming from. You can barely see the mountains back there.
Yeah, that's where I was seeing before. I seen the rain over there. That's just over in the distance over there. You can see that's a rain wall. That's you're just on the edge of it now. See ya, Pontoon Jody. Thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi.
Have a good one, Jody.
We'll see you on the Friday nights. I don't specifically stream on Friday nights. I tell what Judy we were talking about it just because we like to, whether I'm fishing or not, we go over and check her out. I like the morning fishing when it comes to the lives, anyways, and through the week sometimes. Weekends can be a bit congested. You know what I mean. Yeah.
But yeah, we're probably about the length of a football field or so, give or
So
take a little from the car.
Is Jamie still out fishing, or is she beside you now? She's out there. Yeah. There's Judy. See Judy? There's Judy. I'm like Tasha. I'm like, I can fish and stay dry. See?
Yeah. Well, I had to hang my hat over my phone where the charging port is because the rain's blowing in the front of me. So I had
Yeah.
to cover my charger with my shirt.
uh, yeah, definitely. If people haven't, check out Friday nights. Pontoon Jody has a great friendly challenge, fishing challenge over there with an awesome community around her. She has a great,
Well, I'll be able to watch it
great
this
event.
Friday because Jamie and I have Friday off.
Awesome.
Normally I'm at work.
Yeah, see, the Queen says I like to be able to concentrate and cover more ground to find the fish.
Well, I'm surprised she ain't walked around the whole pond yet, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Because normally when we're fishing, like bank fishing like this, she'd be walking, but
Oh, listen to that.
wants to walk too far away with the thunder.
Oh, you just never know what's roaming around at this point. You can see her getting into something nice. I don't know if it's a myth or not, but lightning, thunder isn't so bad, but apparently lightning, the flashing can really spook the fishing. From what I was told as a kid. Now, when I look it up online, it's a very skeptical 50-50 kind of thing. Some people say it doesn't, some people say it does. Some people have caught big fish during lightning storms, some people have caught, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
ever since I was a kid, I've heard that, and some people can discuss and chat and say yay or nay if they'd like. But yeah, I heard that, since I was a kid. Is it lightning? Once the lightning comes out, you might as well pack up and go home. But there has been times where I've been out walleye fishing, and there'll be a lightning in the distance, and you can see the storm passing you, so to speak, but not over top of you. And I've caught in walleye all night in those conditions. So I don't know. What do you think in chat? What's everybody think in chat? Have you caught fish during the lightning? I
There
know
goes a
Daz.
little bit of flash of lightning.
Yeah, I know Daz has had many experiences out there fishing in the rainy weather. So
You hear that thunder?
sorry, I was rudely interrupted by the thunder. Oh, yeah, speak, oh wise one. Rich and Leo says we find in thunders and lightning happens here. It's the humidity that kills the fishing during the day, but at night it brings on the bite. Any
I'm
Finnish?
hoping next Saturday we can come over here and do some night fishing because it's the only day this coming weekend that's not supposed to rain.
Yeah. I love night fishing. Any fin as possible says I have a short with us running through an insane storm and a stringer full. Every cast, still not worth doing it though.
This girl don't run because when we go back to the car, we have to walk down this big concrete rock made wall, and then you got to walk across it and then back up the grass on the other side. So I ain't running anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be my next question. I'll have a question. It'll be a good one for the chat. They'll like it. So Daz says, me and the matey were carping, fishing for carp in the thunderstorm, and we still caught. Damn River Boy says it doesn't make a difference. So here's a question for you. If you're 10 minutes from the car and it's pouring down rain and you run as hard as you can to the car, how much more drier would you be if you just walked?
You're not.
You're not. Yeah.
Like I said, this girl don't run. I don't have the knees for that. I abused them in high school from powerlifting and running track. So yeah, I am not. Oh damn it! Oh, I wish I could have caught that. There's a tower way over there, and the lightning just was like right above that tower.
It sounds like it's getting pretty crazy. Wind definitely, yeah, damn, yeah, for sure. Wind is definitely guaranteed a big factor. I just started coming into that type of
Jamie just
realization.
caught another fish.
Did she?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What'd
Is
you
she
catch?
bringing it over?
Huh?
She bringing it over?
Oh, Rich wants you to bring it over.
Oh
She
yeah.
caught a sunfish.
She's the star of the show.
I guess, because I sure the heck ain't even had a bite. The only thing I'm getting is grunts. You suck. Oh, skunk? Whatever.
Sunfish are beautiful fish. They
Oh,
got some great
he's
colors
dark.
in them.
No, that's a bluegill.
Any
But
fin is
he's dark.
possible. I can totally relate to that. I'm a roofer by trade, shingler by trade for the union and residential.
The
And
camera's down here.
yeah, the only time we got to fish was if it was a rain day.
Let me put it on solo first.
There you go. Beautiful. Nice and green. See, they say that with fly fishing, the sunfish, and the sunfish is a very, how do you put it? The colors that you see on the local sunfish, um, in areas that you catch, those colors work really well when it comes to fly fishing because sunfish depending on where they're being caught, like if it's, you know, the watercolor, the atmosphere, like the whole habitat of how the color is formed is because of all the things around them, you know, the weeds, the bottom, everything. So it's pretty cool. A buddy of mine told me that a long time ago. That
Well,
the
yeah, if it
sun.
rains any harder, we're gonna have to go.
Oh,
Cause it'll be pouring
I'm
and
assuming
grow.
that honestly, Tasha,
Huh?
it looks like it's gonna get worse and worse for you here.
Yeah, I was just looking at the mountain, so. No, we've been live for an hour, so. We'll shut her down. I'll be live tonight at 9 before my phone gets drenched. I don't care about me. I just ain't got $1,400 to replace my iPhone.
Holy, yeah, that's about how much it took for me. I couldn't do it, so I ended up having to buy a little Samsung phone, whatever it is. I don't know. It's got a terrible autofocus feature on it that I've tried endlessly to fix, and it won't. So.
Oh, we will, Des. We probably won't stay out much longer, so I'll catch you guys tonight. I'm gonna shut her down so we can get packed up before it starts raining any harder.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to come up and hang out
Oh,
with you through the fish.
anytime.
Yeah, like I said, keep me informed. Let me know when you're going out, when you're doing your thing, and if you need a little hand with the chat and stuff while you're doing things, I'm here for you.
All right. Well, I'm hoping for this Saturday
Okay.
to come over, probably about I don't know 6 or so.
Okay.
But I'll
Sounds good.
catch you guys later. Much love. God bless.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks so much for coming in. Have a great one.